Jai Hind cadets, be the reason for someone's smile today and don't let anybody dull your sparkle. With this note, I would like to contribute to yesterday's group discussion where you all tried to make a substantial number of points on the topics stress and emotion. It reminded all of us at the meeting how constraints and demands can cause unnecessary stress and make us emotionally imbalanced. While change in mindset can help us in getting things done in a better way, we often overestimate the duration of our bad moods and underestimate the capacity to adapt and bounce back after a trauma. We all go through pleasant and unpleasant experiences in our life. These polarities affect our psychological state, and what is psychological becomes biological. Based on the points made by you all, I have tried to conclude this group discussion through these pictures. Stress is a feeling of emotional or physical tension. It can come from any event or thought that makes you feel frustrated, angry, or nervous. Stress is your body's reaction to a challenge or demand. But in short bursts, stress can be positive, such as when it helps you avoid danger or meet a deadline. When you feel threatened, your nervous system responds by releasing a flood of stress hormones, including adrenaline and cortisol, which rouse the body for emergency action. Your heart pounds faster, muscles tighten, blood pressure rises, breath quickens, and your senses become sharper. These physical changes increase your strength and stamina, speed up your reaction time, and enhance your focus. Children, here we must notice something very important. Our nervous system isn't very good at distinguishing between emotional and physical threats, like an argument with a friend or a true life or death situation. If you tend to get stressed out frequently, your emergency stress system is activated and it gets easier to trigger, making it harder to shut off. Chronic stress can suppress your immune system, upset your digestive and reproductive system, increase the risk of heart attack and stroke, and speed up the aging process. It can even rewire the brain, leaving you more vulnerable to anxiety, depression, and other mental health problems. We usually think of stressors as being negative, such as an exhausting work schedule at school or major life changes, even death of a close family member. However, anything that puts high demands on you can be stressful. This includes positive events such as going to college or receiving a promotion. Of course, not all stress is caused by external factors. It can also be internal or self-generated. When you worry excessively about something that may or may not happen, or you may have irrational pessimistic thoughts about life, you can very well handle stress through active physical exercises. Well, simple act of talking face to face with another human can trigger hormones that relieve stress. Also, you can engage your senses of sight, sound, taste, smell, touch, or movement. Relaxation techniques such as yoga, meditation can also help. A healthy diet can relieve you from stress. Last but not the least is to get your proper rest. Stress affecting you emotionally will make you feel irritable and moody. Emotions are biological states associated with our nervous system and can be defined as a conscious mental reaction subjectively experienced as strong feeling, usually directed towards a specific object and typically accompanied by physiological and behavioral changes in the body. Emotions can be reactions to internal stimuli such as thoughts or memories, or events that occur in our environment. In general, emotions are reactions to an event, while moods are present before and throughout the event. Because emotions are subjective, people often disagree on how to categorize them. Some people claim humans only have six basic emotions. Others argue we have up to 34,000 unique type of feelings. According to Dr. Robert Plutchik's emotion wheel, each emotion is placed directly across from its opposite, like joy versus sadness, trust versus disgust, fear versus anger, surprise versus anticipation. While emotions are associated with bodily reactions that are activated through neurotransmitters and hormones released by the brain, feelings are the conscious experience of emotional reactions. We all know the benefits of good physical health, but what about good emotional health? Emotional exhaustion often feels like you have no power or control over what happens in your life. As the circumstances of your life changes, so will your state of emotional balance. The key is to be consciously aware of it and utilize that awareness to take whatever actions that can move you back towards a great balance. Here is when mindset helps in healing. It's human nature to act in response to emotion. Sometimes this leads to beautiful expressions of love, gratitude, or joy, but other times it means giving in to road rage or spending an hour locked in the bathroom crying. To change your mindset is not easy, but it is one of the most powerful things you can do. Learning how to recognize a negative mindset is the first step. Once you do, you will be empowered to make those changes and start seeing out the positives. Doing this can often turn our entire life around. Regardless of what is currently happening in your life, the way you perceive your life is what makes you happy or unhappy. To improve your mindset and embrace life is to learn the exercise of meditation. Take the time to work on your own development and make it your priority. Retrain your brain by noticing some positive changes per day. Maintain a journal where you can write about all the experiences of your daily life. You must focus on your long term vision. Always be prepared for the inevitable in advance. Always volunteer for the job everyone hates to do. Listen to experienced people around you. Your mindset and belief system affect everything in your life, from what you think and feel to how you act and react to the world around you. There is a saying, mind is a flexible mirror, adjusted to see a better world. With this, I conclude today's class.